What's up, guys? I'm Mr. Normal, and we're about to watch some creepy and strange TikTok videos you probably shouldn't watch at night. With all that being said, if you wouldn't mind leaving a like on the video so it's recommended to others, we muchly appreciate it. Thank you so much. Now, let's get into the video.
The governor says he can't get a straight answer out of anybody.
I want to get the answers. Otherwise, then I'd be cannibal.
Notice she's flying over the helicopter. Those tracing her roots. You didn't do it.
Man, if this is true, I'm painting my whole house blue and all my cars. And my dog.
New fear unlocked. This woman felt something crawling around in her ear and, well, take a look at what was in it.
Why do you think it's gonna bubble? Because it bubbles when you put it on blood.
No, it bubbles when you put it on earwax.
It does?
Yep.
Ah, it's cold.
No, see? Yeah, it came out. I told you.
What came out?
It's a f***ing spider.
Oh,
Yeah,
it's
look.
a spider? Oh my god! Oh!
Kill it!
Bro is massive! Yo, what if he laid eggs in the ear? Y'all, I'm sleeping with earplugs in. I can't deal with that. I can't.
Well, that's fantastic. Now I'm forever gonna sleep with my hood up. Hopefully this woman now sleeps with earplugs in.
This is why you should never let an orangutan grab you. Because not only do they share 96% of our DNA, they're not as cuddly as they may seem. Because they have been known for premeditated murder on their own kind. And it has been said that chimps attack out of violence, gorillas attack out of protection. But orangutans will dissect you just out of curiosity. Now it should be noted that they are endangered. But if you ever see one, just keep your distance. But in this next clip, you'll see someone who was grabbed. But as always, let me know what you think.
This is Carly. Jackie trying to bite Carly.
Can you give him a let go?
Don't panic, ya.
Can you ever let go?
Ya, sit that, ya. Kau jaga ya, kau jangan banyak kau jadi. Dah.
Being kept prisoner. So strong.
Yeah.
That is crazy that she kept her composure this whole time. If that was me in this situation, I'd be looking away from the orangutan and be like, Derek, get this thing off of me right now. Yeah, she's a lot braver than I am.
I thought it was a bit strange that as soon as I began filming, they moved out of the shot. But I tried to ignore them and stayed focused on filming the cave I'd worked so hard to reach. Yet every time I lowered the camera, they would tell me to follow them as they wanted to show me something. At this point, I did feel quite uncomfortable, but I decided to give them the benefit of the doubt.
I think these guys want to show me something. All right. We going this way?
But when I finally saw what they wanted to show me, everything changed. It was an abandoned house, and they wanted me to go in first.
Okay, I'll follow you. After you.
And at this point, out of the corner of my eye, I noticed one of the men was moving behind me. And at that moment, my gut instinct kicked in loud and clear. Get out now.
I'm just gonna get one more shot, okay? One more shot. Oh, sorry. I'm just shooting, filming, and doing more. And then I'll come, okay?
I stayed calm, acted like I wasn't suspicious, and slowly walked back towards the entrance. But it seemed like they didn't want me to leave.
I'll come soon. I just want to shoot this. But you go, I'll stay. And then I come later. I'm just filming everything. Okay? Okay.
So I pretended to take the shot, and when I saw they were distracted, I made my move. At first, I walked at a normal pace, as off camera I had told them I'd forgotten something on the trail. But then, I heard footsteps coming after me, and that's when I ran.
I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say let's not travel alone to these places anymore. And let's also make sure we carry a Bluetooth hole puncher, if you know what I'm saying. Or some bear mace, because this is a very scary situation to be in. Because you did come onto their land, so you don't know what they're gonna do.
Do not watch this video at night. This will freak you out. In the photo behind me is a man named Cody. And while he was home by himself, he was starting to experience some very odd things. He was hearing noises, and it was pretty clear that he thought someone was in the house. And by the way, the footage that I'm about to show you was recorded by him. When he walked over to the bathroom, the lights were flickering. But not only were the lights flickering, but the faucet was on, so he turned the faucet off and left. At this point, Cody got pretty freaked out, so he went outside and called his wife and let her know what was happening. His wife insisted that he would stay outside. However, Cody decided to go back in and do some more filming. When he went back inside, the entire kitchen was a complete mess. Cupboards were open and things were thrown around as seen in this photo. And this right here is the clip of him first walking in. When Cody watched this clip back, he saw something absolutely terrifying in one of the frames. This is the still frame. Can you see it? This is what he saw looking out from the corner of his daughter's bedroom door. If I were Cody, I'd be selling my house and moving out immediately.
Cody, my man, you gotta move. And I'm pretty sure he said that thing came out of his daughter's room. Bro, check if that's your daughter, man. I'm just saying she might be possessed. All jokes aside, I'm just saying you need to get that house blessed and then move immediately.
No.
Yeah, cause let me hit it now. And then
Yeah. Bro.
Bro is absolutely right. Dude, you almost touched the doo-doo. Real though, why is there poop marks on the bed? Other than that, what the heck was that underneath the sheets?
He kept seeing a shadow peeking from the bathroom, but as he goes to check, this happens.
What?
User will never explains that for several weeks now, while he's in the living room, he's been seeing this strange shadow moving around in the bathroom.
Look, over there. Over there, I just seen the craziest shit. Look. Oh my god. Look at that. Nah, bro.
Someone's shadow can be seen peeking around his bathroom, yet every time he checks, he finds nothing. Now, some viewers mentioned this could simply be the shadow of the curtain moving by the breeze, but the man shows the windows closed.
Look, there it is again. Holy shit. Last time y'all told me to go look. I'm going to look. But, look. Windows closed. There's nobody in here. Like, what is going on, bro?
Based on the direction where the shadow's casted on, it's not the curtain, but that of someone hiding in the corner. The man mostly uploads gaming videos onto his page until this bizarre encounter.
I saw a little air vent underneath the window, so that could have been blowing the curtains around. I'm just saying though, it is kind of weird. Every single time he goes to check, it's no longer moving. I'm just saying, if this was me in this situation, I would square up with that ghost like in the last video.
He sprayed bug killer spray all over produce and cooked chicken in a Walmart in Mesa, Arizona. And I found the video, so let me show you. Here we go. And he's literally recording his crime in his face right now. Absolutely ridiculous. Just why? He's not facing felony charges for this though. He has other pranks where he'll walk into like a fast food place and dump a bunch of ice into a fryer. And for those that don't know, that'll make it basically explode. Like it goes everywhere and can burn people around you. He felt bad after posting this because people were actually talking horribly about him. So he went back into the store about 10 to 20 minutes after and tried to round up all the produce to put it back. Now for reference, you guys saw how much produce he sprayed. It was a lot of it. Now he claims he took all the produce he sprayed and put it into the back of the store in a cart. However, this does not even amount to the amount that he sprayed. He sprayed so much more than this, plus the cooked chicken. And the cooked chicken, people are obviously not going to wash cooked chicken when they go home. They're going to eat that and get bug killer spray down their throat. Now, this was his TikTok. I believe it has since been banned. His other pranks included tying a bungee cord and locking a bunch of people inside of a 7-Eleven. He threw a bunch of stuff at a couple just minding their business. Like I said, he walked into a fast food place and dropped ice in a fryer. I was surprised that he was not arrested before this, but I'm sure with all the video evidence he has against himself, he's gonna go to prison. Let me know your thoughts.
What made you think you could just spray bug spray on things and then not get in trouble, and then record yourself doing it, and then also put your face in front of it? Very smart. And the Darwin Award goes to you, my sir. And by the way, for anyone who's wondering, yes, this dude is in serious trouble for doing this.
Just rattling this.
That is crazy.
And now just a few seconds of silence. See the difference? This is what it should sound like.
That's crazy that is happening from 12 miles away. And with that woman's home being cracked up like that, there's no way she can't get like money for that, right? Or they'll probably be like, well, you chose to live there, so you know, it is what it is. You're just sitting there sleeping, you're waking up to your bed vibrating, you're like, yep, here it comes.
This is why you don't open strange boxes covered in wax. TikTok user GBTV bought a house on auction, hoping to turn a profit after some quick renovations. That is, until they begin to hear thumping coming from the attic. So they decide to explore, and it does not go well. Because after finding strange objects strewn about, they narrow down the location of where the thumping was just coming from. And that's when they find a locked box in the wall with strange symbols all around it. After managing to get it open, they find a planchette like one you would find with a Ouija board. In addition, they find a key attached to a chain and a locket of human hair. Feeling a bit creeped out, they decide to just continue renovations as normal. But after lifting up the floorboards, he finds another box covered in dark wax with a wax seal on top. Not knowing what he found was a Dybbuk box, he decides to open it. Here's that clip. Take a look.
We only wanted to show you why you should be careful buying a house at auction. The realtors definitely didn't mention this in the advert. We're a bit concerned about who used to live here. Apparently the writing marked on the lid translates to "Don't let her speak."
Now a Dybbuk box is said to contain a malicious spirit that can sometimes possess you. The only update I found was that they burned the Ouija board.
Well, we can see this woman is more concerned about who lived there. No, I'm more concerned about your safety since you've opened up that Dybbuk box. And let's be honest, we all know who was living there before her, some crazy people. All I know is we gotta hurry up and fix this house up so we can flip it so we don't have to worry about it again.
Oh, mate, we have a piece of footage, from what I can gather, coming out of Brazil of a strange orb-like object floating in the sky, and this was filmed on an S23 Ultra. Look at the state of this object, bruv. Right? What is that about, okay? When we're talking about potentially organic type UAP UFOs that exist, what the f is that? Right? This kind of looks similar to the thing that we saw in Kolkata, India, a little while ago from a distance, okay? But this is zoomed in of some strange activity. I mean, we've got some people saying that this is a hologram, or some people saying this is some sort of nest or some sort of rubbish in the sky, but this thing was floating for a while and then vanished off shortly after. A correlation that happens with a lot of sightings that we come across, okay? And again, making no sound. I do not know, mate. It kind of looks biblical in nature. If I'm going to say anything, it looks like a seraphim almost, but I don't know. You guys let me know what you think, but what the hell?
Inside an airplane is an employee who's recording a video showing what he does in a typical workday. As part of a cleaning crew, his main job is to clean planes that have just landed. This is something that he often does at night, especially with planes that are big enough to hold the most trash. But one night, he decides to do something different. Rather than leaving the plane that he just cleaned, he stays behind. Usually, a cabin cleaner moves on to clean the next aircraft, but seeing that his work was done and that no passengers would board the plane for a while, he stays. Purely for the fun of it, he does this. But this experience was anything but fun, because as he hides in the back of the plane, this happens.
Go, let's go, let's go. Now, I know I'm not dumb enough to lift those shades up because I got my flash on in here. They gonna catch my ass if they see. I ain't gonna lie to y'all though, it's mad cold in here. And it's dark. I mean, I know it doesn't look that dark on the camera, but it's dark. Let's go! Let's go! Right, sitting on the back of the plane. Y'all probably think I'm insane. Probably think I'm doing this for fame. Probably think I'm doing this for fame.
Caught off guard, he walks over to see if anyone's there, but to his shock, the space is completely empty. Somehow, the seatbelt flings out towards the aisle in sudden motion, without there being someone on the seat. It seemingly throws itself, as if unbuckled by a passenger who's eager to get off the plane. Whatever it was that just happened scared the living daylights out of him, so much so that he scurries back to his hiding spot in the back of the plane. Hours pass, and he gets off the plane after personnel finds him inside. All in all, this experience has left him so rattled that he continues to share updates talking about this incident and mentioning how he should have stayed out of this plane. It goes without saying, but this incident has spooked him beyond belief.
Yeah, that airplane was definitely haunted. The way the seatbelt just kind of flinged itself, dude, that's kind of, I don't even know what to say to that. This is also a very unique perspective to see inside the plane when it's like no one's on it. And hey, my man, I'm just saying, I liked your freestyle. Maybe the ghost didn't, and he tried to scare you away.
This is the moment a zookeeper's life flashes before his eyes. In the heart of Changsha City, a horrifying spectacle unfolded. Two colossal hippos clashed in their enclosure, but chaos erupted as the pen gate swung open and a loose zookeeper ran out. With heart-pounding intensity, the keeper slipped and fell, inches from a menacing hippo's gaping jaws. The crowd held its breath as the creature changed course. The next day, zoo authorities clarified it was a misunderstanding between the hippos, and the keeper emerged unharmed.
This guy was wandering around an abandoned town in Ukraine when he stumbled upon something really strange.
Number 66. And here's abandoned too, and I thought actually it was some blinds in a window, but it's not. It's a picture of blinds in a window. And look at this. It's not a real door. It's a picture of a door.
Now, if you know my content, you probably know where this is heading, because something strange like that could only mean one thing. And of course, he continues on anyways, looking around, checking out the different buildings, and he's literally one step away from being in serious danger. If he enters one of those buildings, it's almost certain he's gonna end up in one place, and that's the back rooms. But he doesn't know it yet, but he's literally walking around in the front rooms. In all those apartments with pictures as windows and doors are literally just begging for him to enter. He just needs to find the one door that isn't fake, and it's all over for him.
That would trip me out if I walked into this little town down and it's just all fake, like pictures of windows, pictures of doors. That's crazy. But what I think it is, it's probably like a military testing ground maybe, and or for like a movie set. But I honestly don't know. If you know, please let me know down below.
Did you know that there are a ton of animals that really shouldn't exist? Like the liger, made famous by Napoleon Dynamite. It's a cross between a male lion and a female tiger. Or this zonkey, which is the cross between a zebra and a donkey that sometimes occurs in the wild in South Africa. Or this geep, which is the cross between a goat and a sheep that's technically a chimera, but that begs the question, what's a chimera? A chimera, pronunciations vary, is an animal created by artificially fusing two embryos together, whereas a hybrid is a cross between two animals that happens naturally. Like the Pizzly bear, a cross between a polar bear and a grizzly bear that has occurred at least 8 times in the wild. Or this wolfen, which is the extremely rare cross between a female dolphin and a male false killer whale. Look at that thing. But the creepiest of all of these is the human pig chimera, created in Spain in 2017. Thankfully, it was not allowed to grow past the fetal stage, but if it was, it may have looked something like this.
Yeah, I'm glad that thing was not allowed to grow past its whatever due date. I'm just saying that is the real life man bear pig. And that one cat towards the end where it was like a mixture of like black and orange, like that was cool. I want that cat. That is insane though that there's that many different animal hybrids. That is unique.
Ow! It's a whole live current flowing through the gate. There's this one too, over here. That's... wow.
Hi! I'm just saying hi! It's okay. I'm just saying hi.
Imagine floating on open water with just a paddleboard, surrounded by a pod of orcas. Because that's exactly what happened to this girl. And based on how they look up close and what they're capable of, she has every right to be terrified. And while it is known they don't attack humans, that would not ease my mind, because they can easily take on great white sharks by themselves. Thankfully, they were just curious, but here's some more of that clip, and let me know what you think.
It's okay. It's okay. I'm going. It's fine. Hi. Hey, buddies. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. It's okay. It's okay. It's alright. It's okay.
Man, that is such a scary situation to be in, because from the orca's eyes from down below, you look like just a seal. Hopefully she made it out of here okay, obviously with a little bit of minor trauma. I have a feeling she will not be traveling out this far by herself anymore, or traveling out this far just in general, because obviously whales are here. Alright guys, that's the end of today's video. Thank you so much for sticking around and watching the clips today. And if you enjoyed today's video, leave a like, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.